So I want to tell you the theme of a very special New Year's advising cohort starting in mid-January called Unlocking the Power of Your Muse. Unlocking the Power of Your Muse. Now, this is a special topic near and dear to my heart, which is where does higher guidance and inspiration come from? Right? So we've all had flashes of inspiration, great ideas that come to us in the shower or when we're on a long run or workout, solutions to life's problems coming to us in dreams and incredible downloads. But where does it all come from? Right? And how do we engage with the source of higher inspiration more deeply and more clearly and more reliably so that we can find our life direction even more quickly and with more confidence and less wasted time? For me, I call her the Muse after a class of goddesses in Greek tradition, the nine muses. These are the muses of the poets, the artists, and writers and musicians. But for us, it is our guide for all the areas of your life, artistic, creative, and practical alike. The way I think about it is that the Muse is a discernible voice or compass within you that gives you direction and guidance toward not just money and prestige, but toward your highest life purpose and calling. This inner voice of the goddess has guided me all my life through childhood hardship and trauma, through my formal education at Harvard and Stanford, through my time in high tech as a CEO and founder of two companies, and in the past decade in my work as a healer and life advisor around all this stuff I teach: healing childhood emotional wounds, living in the sacred, finding your bliss and creating the life of your dreams, and now unlocking the power of your muse. We all have this voice of higher guidance and inspiration within us. And we tend to call it different things, right? Inspiration, intuition, spirit guide, random flashes of insight. But regardless of what we call her, the same problems remain of how to actually unlock the full power of this guidance more fully and reliably in your life. So, for instance, when you get an inspiration to do something, right? How do you know for sure it is your muse versus some other voice, potentially self sabotaging voice within you? Also, how do you know if you can trust it fully, especially when this nudge within you tells you to take big risks in changing your job or career direction, or ending a major relationship in your life, or beginning a major new relationship in your life? Is the muse ever wrong? And if we do find she's wrong or she appears to be wrong in the short term, how do we handle this? Another area is how do we ask her clarifying questions? So, for instance, when you get an idea and you're like, oh, maybe I should change my career in this direction and focus on this in my life. Well, at a high level, that's fine. But at the practical nitty gritty level, you could do it this way, you could do it that way. It ends up being like a couple dozen ways you could actually implement that higher guidance. How do we know for sure which, on the nitty gritty level, path we should take before we start making investments and spending time and taking risks with our life and relationships? In other words, how do you validate and vet the guidance of the muse so you know for sure you are doing the right thing? And my favorite, last but not least, once you have followed your guidance over the years and fulfilled all of your visions and are living the life of your dreams, then what? Then what, right? Are you done? Are you done? Or is there even more life to live and visions to fulfill that you could never have even imagined, even in your wildest dreams at the beginning of your journey? These are the questions we will explore and answer in our January advising cohort, Unlocking the Power of Your Muse. It will go from mid January to mid February. And then after mid February, in a separate event, it will lead right into our first in person retreat of 2023 in Bali, Indonesia in early March, which is a separate event I'll tell you more about later. So, one question I often get is, so what exactly can this muse do for me, Artie? What kind of questions can she answer? Can she help me with my relationship problems, with my finance questions, with my career trajectory issues, family issues, health issues? And the answer is yes, 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 sure, sure, sure. She can help you with all of these things. But when the muse gives you guidance, it will always be with an eye to also nudging you toward your highest life purpose and calling. So she'll humor you on these other questions you have, but when she gives you a hint to move forward, it is always with a higher level vision to push you in the direction of your actual highest life purpose and calling, whether you're ready for it or not. Because look, this is a channel of divine higher guidance, right? Which means it is based on love, not fear. It is based on the sacred, not the profane, and not just the worries of fear, threat, and control, and oh, what will the neighbors think? Right? All these concerns are secondary when you're at this level of guidance. And as a result, because we're not divine, we're not immortal, we're just human, right? As a result, when you get this guidance, you will not always have the courage to follow through on that guidance. And that is okay. That is okay. The point of clarifying this two-way connection with your muse is to know that when you are ready for it, it is there, right? And you can access the guidance and look at your inner compass reliably and trustably anytime you are actually ready. Because look, half the battle is often working up the courage and clarity over time to finally do what she has been telling you to do for months and even years, right? Half the battle is just finding the courage. And the general rule is that if you make decisions in your life, in your career, in your finances, in your relationships, in your health issues, in your family issues, with only an eye to what you are afraid of, disappointing family, not conforming to the expectations of society, losing face, losing prestige. If you make decisions in your life only with an eye to these fears and not with an eye to your actual higher calling, you will always pay a heavy price later on. Right? This is not a threat or a punishment. It's just the physics of the thing. Right? The phrase that comes to mind when we talk about midlife crisis and guide people through their midlife crisis sort of phases of life is I spent all my life fighting my way up the ladder. And then when I got to the top, I realized it was up against the wrong wall. And so we all do this, right? We all do this. It is actually normal. But the key to not making this mistake over and over again and wasting time is to create and nurture a clear channel of connection between you and your own true inner muse. Now, the beauty of a training like this is that once you have learned the skill of unlocking your inner muse and practice on your own actual life examples, right? The things you have questions about in your own life right now, the challenges you are chewing on in your own life right now. It becomes a skill set that you will have with you, right? For whatever it is you're working through right now, but then also which you will have with you for all the future chapters of your life journey, all throughout the rest of your life. Once you are able to see and hear the muse more clearly, you can't unsee her. You can't unhear her anymore. You will have her with you forever, and nobody can take that away from you. The voice and guidance of your inner muse is your birthright. She has always been with you. But the task at hand now is to unlock your connection with her so that you can have a clear channel in both directions where you can hear her guidance, sure, but then you can also tell her the things you want to need as well, right? To have the power of her unfair advantage and even her unfair favor in your life if you know how to flow with her and follow her lead. Now, the cost for this January cohort is $1,100 for the full 4 weeks of direct advising with me in a small, intimate online group. So you will get all the attention directly from me and get all of your questions answered and life examples and challenges you are facing now fully addressed. And we will start with trainings and exercises to get you into the flow of working with your muse and then go even deeper using your own personal experiences and problems and questions and scenarios, all during the 4 weeks we are together. It will just be incredible. Now, regarding logistics, you have no worries with regard to scheduling. Do I have time for this? Or I'm in a different time zone. Artie's in California, I'm in Australia, or whatever. I will send you the trainings for each week in a recorded form that I record on a rolling basis each week. And then after you watch the recording, you will email me all of your homework that I give you and all of the questions that you have from your own life scenarios. And then I will intake that and then I will record my detailed answers to you on a weekly basis, right? This way, it is completely personalized and detailed to all of your personal needs. But there is no hassle of scheduling live sessions, time zones, and I'm always available via email as well. We've actually been doing this exact format with the 3-month advising cohort we are in the middle of right now, and it has just been going incredibly well. It actually gives us the opportunity to go even deeper in a lot of ways, which is fantastic. Uh, okay, so the bonus. I should also tell you about the bonus we're offering for this if you sign up soon. So the bonus is that if you sign up right now, we're here as I'm recording this, the last week of December. We will not formally start the cohort until mid-January, so 2 or 3 weeks from now, right? But the thing is, if you sign up now, you will have access to me immediately. You can start sending me your dreams, your questions, your life situation right now, ASAP. And I will start reading them ASAP. And I will reply to you typically on a weekly sort of tempo as we do in the regular cohort. So if you sign up today, you will get 2 to 3 extra weeks of Artie time, right? Me advising you basically one-on-one directly. Um, and so, in other words, as soon as you sign up, we will start with you immediately, even ahead of the official start time in 2 or 3 weeks from now. That's the bonus. So, but regardless of when you start, right, the overall goal for me is for you to have me with you every week, advising you, brainstorming with you, holding supportive sacred space for you, so that you can deeply connect with your inherent birthright source of higher guidance to help you find and follow your highest purpose and calling in life, right? So that you can faithfully and accurately follow the golden thread of this work of art that is your life. What is it worth to finally have a clear, reliable, trustable channel to your highest source of direction and guidance, to your highest purpose and calling in life? What is it worth to finally know if you are going in the right direction in life or not, right? And if not, how to get on the highest, best path for you in your life right now, and to finally know for sure that you are not wasting your time and that you are not wasting your life. This is what we are offering in this very special New Year's cohort. And I'm so excited to be doing this with you to help you move forward in your life. For this New Year's season, make a real resolution for your life, not just to lose weight or to get healthier. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But rather this year, make a real deeper resolution to create a real, lasting, lifelong connection with your deep inner muse and inner life compass to make sure that not just this year, but every year you live from now on will be fully aimed in the direction of your highest life purpose and calling. I am super excited to be offering this. It has been a long time coming. And if you have any questions at all, please send me email, let me know what you're thinking, and I hope to see you in this very, very special New Year's advising cohort. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.